Hey everyone, Nadine here, and today I'm going to be making a card that is in the shape of a tag so it can be hung on the outside of a gift. And I'm also going to be doing it as like a wedding card. So I'm going to be using Maker's Movement in Full Bloom, their stamp and die set here. You can see those stamps. And then the dies. And I'm also going to be using their large nested tags, some of their clear acetate, and also their double-sided adhesive foam. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm also going to be using their dies, which cut out the foam. So this is VersaDile's Deeper Dies for Greater Cutting Possibilities, that perfect foam cutters. So I'm probably going to be using this one because I already have cut it out, and I have leftovers of it. So this is what I'm going to be using, so I don't have to cut it out again. I already have it cut, so there we go. So taking the largest die, or the largest tag die from this set, and then taking just a 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock, I cut it in half, and then I'm going to fold one of the pieces in half. So I'm going to be using my Crossover 2 from Crafter's Edge, and what I'm going to do with the plate, because I don't actually want this die cut all the way through to the end. Okay, so this piece where it opens right here, I'm going to take the end of the tag and I'm going to hang it off just slightly. I don't know if you can see that there. So I'm just going to have it slightly hanging off. Like so, and then I'm going to run that through my Crossover 2. Alright, so now you can see that it is an actual card because of the way that I cut it, leaving it the edge off. It makes it so it can open and close. And I also went ahead and cut out another tag with some pattern paper. This is from Die Cuts with a View, called Happy, I believe it's Happy Spring. Yes, it's Happy Spring paper pad. Okay, so I went ahead and cut everything else out. With this piece, originally I showed you I had it cut out as the same size as the large tag, but I decided to go with the next tag size down and cut it a little bit smaller. So now when I put it on there, it'll be framed with the white, like that, and then using some Rinea foiled paper. This is their silver glossy, so it's silver on one side and gold on the other side. So I went ahead and cut some of those in the flowers, using the flower die, and then also with the shadow of the word bloom. Oops, I guess it goes like that. So I cut the shadow out, and then I also, with the same paper, cut the vase out with the bigger die. So that was all with the silver paper. And like I said, I cut out the flowers, and then with the word bloom, I just cut that out twice in some white cardstock, and then I also cut out some leaves in the white cardstock. So with these flowers that I cut out, you can see that it turns into like a spiral, like that. And since I am using the Rinea foiled paper, this paper is really cool because it's sandwiched between two thin slices of foil. So you can do anything you would with paper, but because of the foil, when you do things like roll it, like I am right now, you can see it holds its shape. It's not going to unwind like how paper would. So starting with the outside piece, I'm just coiling it in on itself. I'm putting the center in as silver and the outside as the gold. And I'm just going to keep spiraling this in on itself. You don't want to go too tight with it. Just keep going around and around. all the way till you get to the center, and the center is this the center tab. And you can use lots of different adhesives with this. You can use, at first I was starting to use liquid adhesives, but it was taking too long to dry. So I am just using some mini glue dots here, and I stick it right down onto that center piece. So when I wrap it around, I'm going to take the bottom of the flower right here and stick it right down onto that center that I just did, like so, and then I have a little flower. So I'm going to keep doing that with several different flowers. Now that I have all of my flowers made, I'm just taking a pair of tweezers and grabbing just the ends of the petals and just slightly rolling them out. And again, because this foil to paper, it will hold its shape when I'm doing things like this. And this just gives it a little bit more of a natural look about it, the flowers. So you can see how that looks. So I'm just trying to figure out where am I going to cut out my vase at. And I'm thinking right about there. And then just using a little piece of purple painter's tape here, I am going to die cut that out. So there it is, what the vase looks like cut out. So that is going to be on the front like that. And now taking my Xyron disposable sticker maker, I'm going to start running these things through. So I'm just rubbing those down really well to make sure that the adhesive is on them all. Okay, once I've done that, then I just peel the plastic coating off, or cover off. And then I'm going to take the vase here and I'm going to put that right along the outside of this vase. There we go. Now, with the word bloom, I'm going to take one of these off. And while the shadow is still on here, I'm just going to lay that right on top of there. And then take the second one and lay it right over the top of the other one. So this way I have a little bit more dimension with them being layered up. And this acetate actually has a blue film on it, so it really is clear. It's not blue, even though it looks like it at the moment. So I'm just going to peel that off on both sides. And then taking my Xyron Mega Runner, I'm just going to go right around the outside of this. And then just place that right on there like so. Alright, normally before I would have put that clear plastic on there, I would have laid this down and sort of lightly traced around it so I got an idea of where the vase was going to go onto the back, but I forgot to do that this time. So I'm just going to take the inside of my silver piece that I cut out and just lay it in there where it's supposed to be, or where it's going to be. Lay my tag down so I have an idea of where it would be on the front of the card, and then just lift that up like that. And since I already cut some foam pieces out, I think I said that already earlier, using this die that's for foam. It's a deeper cut blade, so it cuts out the foam. I'm just going to take some of these. I don't think that's going to fit around there. Maybe the next bigger one will. Get an idea of where it should go. And just peel the backing off. And then the top half, I'm just going to turn around and push it right up against that other one. I don't care that there are these extra pieces that are going up there, or going upwards, because I'm actually going to need to put more foam adhesive around all the edges of the outside of this. I am going to use my Crop-A-Dile multi-punch for this. Go. Just punched a hole in that. This does, the tag does come with a to do that, but because I was doing so many layers and because I didn't do it ahead of time like I was supposed to, I actually ended up using my Crop-A-Dile multi-punch instead. Okay, so now I just need to add in some sequins into the shaker area, which is this area right here. These ones are from Cat Scrappiness, and they're called I Do. Thought since I was doing a wedding shaker, they would be perfect. So now I just need to peel all the backing off of everything, and because I punched that hole, I kind of want to make sure that I'm lining it up over that. And then I punched out a little, or die cut out a ring to go around like that. Now the title, the word bloom. Figure out where I want this to be. To stick the flowers down, I'm actually going to use some more glue dots. Now just taking the leaves and just add them in there. I'm going to take the stamp that says Love Is In, and using some VersaMark, stamp it on this little scrap piece of white paper that I have. And then this is just silver embossing powder. And then I'm going to heat set that, and then taking the little tag die, I'm going to cut that out. Okay, there it is. My shaker tag card is completed. And you see it opens up so you can write on the inside. And then the little shakers that move around in there. So it's great to hang on a wedding gift. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell down there so you get notifications whenever I post a new video. And if you liked my video, I would love a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.